Hey everybody, I'm Steve Piacenza.
And I'm Kathy Fillion.
And today we have love in the air.
Oh, it's Valentine.
It is Valentine's Day. And today we are making these amazing Valentine boxes where the kiddos can put all their Valentine cards in.
So these are great for elementary school kids. So a lot of the schools will ask you to bring a bag or a box or something that the kids can put their Valentines in the classroom to bring them home. We're creating these with recycled cereal boxes. Of course, you could use shoe boxes. Really, the sky's the limit. And before we get started, we do want to say we're going to be answering any of your questions.
Yes.
So if you have any questions, although this is a super family-friendly project.
Oh yeah, this is great for the kids to do with their parents, their grandparents, their friends, whoever. Super simple, yeah. And don't forget to share this video if you like it.
And these are great projects for teachers as well. So you could do this in the classroom or you can do this at home on the weekend. We are using cereal boxes for this project and we are decorating them with all sorts of paper.
Yeah, the great thing about these boxes is you can kind of theme base them on the personality of your kid or let them kind of choose what they want to do. Like this one right here, we did a sports one. We have basketball, soccer, baseball, everything. I love sports, so this is kind of personalized and this is a great one. I think Eddie would like this one, yes.
And you can see, you can also add a name. So some teachers will say, please put the name on the bag or the box, whatever. So you can add a name. My girls both still love the emojis, so I found these wood heart emojis.
Well, and Dylan liked the dinosaurs, so we put dinosaurs on this one, and we also did some of this hearts on top of here. So you can kind of layer these things up as much as you want for whatever personality your kid has.
We've also added gems and ribbons, and we're going to show you lots of different types of embellishments that you can add.
Yeah, we also have this one here, which is a little bit of a different size than a cereal box. This is the snack pack box, which works good. Also, shoe boxes work great for this.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you can see we've added ribbons, so if you've got an old bag of trims and things like that, it's a good time to use them up because you're only going to use a little tiny bit.
Yeah, and we love recycling.
That's right.
You know, when we were growing up, I think I just brought a bag.
No, we did the boxes.
Oh, you guys did boxes?
But they were not nearly as cool.
Right, not as cool. We did.
My mom was crafty, but like, I don't know.
We had the brown sandwich bags. Remember those? Just all the cards shoved in. Okay, so let's get started, shall we?
Yeah.
First thing you want to do, of course, is get your cereal box. So here is a simple cereal box that we got, and you want to disassemble it just by, pulling the bottom and the top lids apart. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut a rectangle like this one right here out. Super simple to do, and this is going to allow you to put your cards right back in to collect all the cards from all your classmates. So I'm going to work this way, and I'm just going to get my ruler out, and you're going to figure out where you want to put your rectangle. Now remember, if you know you're going to add a name at maybe the top here or some other type of embellishments, make sure you go down a little bit from this area here so you're allowed to do that. So I'm going to go about right here, I think is good, and I'm going to do about 5 inches across. And I just got myself my Sharpie here, and I'm just going to figure out, like, it's a simple measurement. It's a 10-inch box across. So I'm going to go from 2, I'm going to go straight across, 3, 4, all the way across to 8. There we go. So there's my first mark. Going to go down an inch there and go down across here. Again, you can just kind of eyeball this very simply. And then we're going to go across here. So this is just going to give you the mark to where your box is going to be cut. This also allows your kid, if you have young kids, they can just use their scissors and follow on the lines. Put my scissors right in there, and we're going to just cut a rectangle out, just like so. Go up this way. Simple, simple, simple. And again, this is a great time to start collecting your cereal boxes. Like we said, snack boxes, all sorts of boxes to make this project. And go across this way. Okay, very simple. There we have it. Next thing we want to do is we're going to glue our box back together. The way we're gonna do this is we're gonna use some hot glue on this, seal it all back together. Very simple. Once you get it all, you're gonna get a box just like that, ready to batage.
So this one is all glued back together and ready to go. I've gone ahead and put down one of the side strips, and I want to show you how you do that. So for this design, we're gonna have the rainbow paper go all the way around the entire cereal box. And I've gone ahead and cut my pieces to size. So you want them to be a little bit bigger on each side and a little bit longer. And then I like to go in and just sort of crease it here, and then I create a little bit of a corner there. And that we are going to trim away. So you're just gonna cut right on those lines where you've creased it, just like so. And I've done it over here too, so you'll see that we're gonna cut right there as well. So those are going to be for my two side pieces. For the top and bottom pieces, you just need it to go from one end to the other end. So I've got two for my top and bottom and two for my side. I've gone ahead and got the one side down. I want to show you how I get that other one down. I'm just using the gloss formula of Mod Podge and a flat, wide brush. And I'm going to apply the Mod Podge to the back here. And just like so, super fast. And now, if you're using a directional paper, you want to make sure you're just putting it on the correct direction. So now you go ahead and line that up, and I can sort of see where my creases are. So you can move it into position and start at the center and then smooth those down. And this is where our corners are here, where we cut it. We'll go in and we'll push one over, that one, and then down. And if you need to add a little extra Mod Podge, just go in with your brush, add a little bit more. And I'll show you that corner over here. Fold those down and then down. Just like so. Very simple. So you see I've got both those side edges done, and now just do the top and bottom the same way. Add our Mod Podge. Very simple.
And if you guys have any questions,
yes,
please let us know and share this video. We'd love it.
And when we were talking at the beginning about different types of paper, you know, for a lot of these paper packs, the scrapbook packs, you're gonna get a whole bunch of mix and match papers like these here, which is fun. But you can also use wrapping paper, vintage Valentine cards, not vintage cards from the dollar store. You know, it's endless. Just find some fun paper that you like. Kids can even do magazine cutouts if they want, or do they still make the comics, the funny pages?
Of course they do, yeah. They make the comics. The comics would be a great one for a kid.
So go ahead and just position that down. And you can top coat this if you want, but for right now, we're gonna go ahead and just get all of our papers down so we're ready.
All right. It's coming together.
So we got all four of our sides down. Just kind of rub on that, make sure it's sealed down good. And now we're gonna add our top piece. So I've cut a piece of this unicorn paper just to fit the top there. And we'll position that. Same thing, we're gonna just add a lot of Mod Podge to the back. Make sure you get the corners and the edges really good. Again, I'm using a flat brush. Go ahead and get that other corner there. And we'll place that right onto the box.
And that fits really kind of perfect, Cal.
Yeah.
But if your box is a little bit bigger,
Yes.
you can do some layering. So this piece of paper fit perfectly, but you can do a different couple layers on top of the boxes if they don't fit perfectly. You can put one on
Yes.
top.
Like this one.
Like this one here also, exactly. You can see here how this is one piece of paper, and then this was a bigger paper than the box. Then we just added this other one on the bottom here. Yeah, Kathy, there's an example on that one
because
too.
most of the scrapbook paper comes 12 by 12 or
Yeah.
8.5 by 11. So these cereal boxes that are called like family size, they're much bigger than 12 inches. So you can see how we pieced it together.
You can get creative with
Yeah,
it.
and we really used it just to create our own design that way too.
Yeah, it looks fun.
So now I've got this piece down and I can see where that hole is there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just, with my scissors, pierce that hole. And you wanna cut, it's kind of a little bit hit or miss. So it doesn't matter if you mess up because you can cut it out. It's no big deal. You just kind of take your scissors and find the end there. And then you're gonna just fold it in.
It's all gonna be tucked away.
I still have the Mod Podge on there from where I applied it. So if you needed to, if you needed a little more, you could just go in and add a little bit more if you needed to, just like that. Then you'll fold it under and you'll fold this side in. And then just keep rubbing, make sure you get out any of those wrinkles.
Yeah.
And then you wanna add a decorative element. So I'm gonna add one more layer here and we'll do that. I just cut that to size. Again, the girls are really into unicorns, so I wanted to add something that had some unicorn stuff on it. And that's what I think is so fun about this is these are Valentine boxes, but you don't have to be so literal. So this is, I heart unicorns. And get it into position.
I think the more layering, the cooler they are.
Yeah, well, even so, like you can see like something like
The
this.
trim, yeah.
The wood heart, and then the
this,
trim, and then the little name Gigi, and so you can really layer them
And
up
the
with all.
gems, embellishments, you can go crazy
It really
on
just,
these.
all of that adds the extra little zoom. So we've got all of our paper down as fast as we possibly could. Normally we would do a design on the back, but to save time, we're not gonna do that right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna show you how we embellish this out further.
Yeah. Now, normally we would let this dry, of course, and a lot of these bubbles and wrinkles would go away because once the Mod Podge dries, it kind of stretches it out. But for sake of time, we are going to move forward. Now, with the embellishments, I'm going to use some rickrack here, a wood embellishment, and some letters. And before I glue anything down, I like to kind of position them and see where I want. So they're not permanent. We can, let's see, we're going to work backwards here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can see where we want to put this. So maybe this can go across here. And we can put the heart here and maybe that. What do you think, Kath? Do you like that look?
I think that's flipped over though.
There we go. What do you think? Are we happy with that?
I'm happy.
Okay, we're happy. So we're going to use hot glue on this. And so let's start with little rickrack. Got a little hot glue gun right here. And I'm wearing my finger cap so I do not get burned. And we're going to add, I like to put it on the rickrack, not on the box. Just so if I do kind of, you can see right here, Eddie. We're just going across, just putting some hot glue down. See, am I going too far? Maybe, maybe not. Kath, please. And then we're gonna drop this down and add that right on top of there. And then I'm gonna press it down. Thank God for our finger capsy. All right, perfect. Then I'm gonna take my scissors and just snip that so it looks like a perfect job there. Pretty good, huh? Mm-hmm. Okay, so first piece down. Next, I'm gonna do our little heart. I'm gonna position that about right there. Again, I'm gonna put some hot glue right on the back of it.
And these are just store-bought.
Yeah, there's so many of them and they're fun. They have so many different kinds. There's also ones that are just plain wood that you can paint.
Sure.
Maybe you have school colors that you want to do. You can paint them like that. And I'm going to add some Mod Podge on the back of my letters here. And
Now
we're
we
going to add
cut these
those.
letters out,
Yeah.
but you can use stickers also if you have any kind of die cutting machines or a crank cutting machine. You can use any of those, or stickers, or you can hand cut letters. You could also stencil letters on if you wanted to.
I'm going to drop these right in.
But it's nice, I think, for the classroom. You definitely want to have something that's going to say either the initials of the student or the child's name.
Let's make sure I'm doing this. I'm working
upside
backward.
down.
I'm upside down. There you go. And then you're gonna do, I'm gonna just do a little top coat right on top of there.
Seal it
And
down.
it's gonna seal it, we'll get under there. Now, of course, once this is completely dry, guys, you can seal the whole entire box if you'd like.
And normally we would seal everything down
Yeah.
prior to putting on all of the embellishments.
Voila, look at that. Pretty nice for a quick little little job there. Look at
So
that.
you can see how fast you can create one of these really fun Valentine card boxes
Yeah.
just using cereal boxes.
That's
It's
right.
so simple.
Mhm.
So thanks so much for joining us today. Please
Thank
leave
you.
any questions that you may have and we will be sure to get back to you. We were using the gloss formula today, but of course you could use matte or satin, whatever you prefer.
Yes, and share this video if you enjoyed it, and happy Valentine's Day.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.